Good. Start. Hello.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Hello, Rohan. Good morning.
Good morning, bro. How are you?
I'm good. Let's start this video with introduction of video for the all the viewers, and then we'll
Mm-hmm.
start with your introduction.
Yep.
So
Sounds good.
hello everyone. This is Saurabh and this is my friend Rohan. We have done masters together in NCI Dublin. This video will be covering mostly about finances, how much expense we expect in getting uh, in 1 year of master, and there are more details which Rohan like to add. We can discuss about that as well. So let's start with your introduction, Rohan. Can you give us basic idea of yourself and how much you worked in India? And, yeah, basic idea of yourself.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Rohan Jadhav, and I am from India. So I worked, I guess, 4 years and 8 months for the Optum. And after that, so back in my mind, when I was doing an engineering, I had a dream to pursue a master's from the out of destination. So I came in Ireland in January 21, wherein I did my master's from National College of Ireland. The stream was data analytics. It was for 1 year, and after that, I joined the IBM right after my master's in Jan 2022.
Thank you for lovely introduction with understanding of your background. That helps our viewer to understand how like anybody who can do masters, how can like they plan, and if you're even if your background is from like us mostly like below,
Yep,
because I
yep,
can
yep.
understand we both belong to similar background,
Mm-hmm.
and like it is not exactly same, but somewhere we had some
Right.
different issues about finances. Like when I first heard about the number how much masters cost, then I thought this is not for me, right? What happened actually when you are in Ireland, other than your fees of 11,000 euros, how much it costed you to serve for 1 year? If you have done part time, you can tell us later. But if somebody is not doing part time, you can just tell
Mm-hmm.
how much money you need. Then we'll
Mm-hmm.
discuss about that.
So basically, in terms of expenses that are required, main expense in Ireland is a rent. Okay. Uh, so I had my thought in my mind, like basic calculation before coming to Ireland. Let's say I'll be having a rent like 500 euros or something. Based on that, how much money would require for me, you know. So with that mindset, I never looked for the apartment which cost me more than 500 euros.
Correct.
At a point, I may adjust in any of the apartment, but I had that my boundary. I didn't
Hmm.
cross that 500 rent, you know. So if you do plan like that, that will help you a lot. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
500, so monthly expense, if I take a look on this, right? So when I came in Jan 21, initially for 2 weeks due to the COVID period, I had to pay a lot of money. So I was just staying in a 5 bed apartment and I had to pay 400 euros for 2 weeks. So
Oh,
basically
really?
they
Hmm.
basically took an advantage of COVID situation and
Yeah. Yeah.
took a lot of money from us. So when I came to the apartment, I got to know that this is how it is working here. That's why I left that apartment. I came to the apartment you are looking, right? I
Yeah.
was living here earlier when I came in first in Ireland, and the rent was 450 euros for me. And I was living in the center of a city center of Dublin, and looking at the area, this rent is quite cheap, honestly
Yeah.
speaking. Okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we got it, and my college was like 10 minutes walk from here. Our college, basically. uh,
Yeah.
so
Where you never went.
yeah, actually. So eventually, I never saw the face of NCI
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
Just to highlight this, we never went because there was COVID situation and college
uh,
was not working. It's not like
yeah,
college was there and we never went.
it was remote
College,
all the time.
it
Yeah.
was remote. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah.
It was not all the time. It was 90%, I would say. 2 semesters it was all the remote because
Yeah.
there was like second phase, a third phase coming in.
COVID.
Phase of COVID was there, and last
Yeah.
semester I went there in college for a couple of days, basically
Yeah.
for research purpose.
Hmm.
The project which I had, right, I published it into one of the biggest journal. That's why I had to go to college, showcase my paper to all of my professor, and that's why a couple of times I had to go to college. Coming back to the point about the expenses, 450 euro rent, maybe 100 euros around food and everything, 50 some recharge, Wi-Fi recharge, mobile recharge. Take an example, so 500, 600. So roughly it takes 600 to 700.
600
Okay.
to 700,
Yeah.
including your basic expenses, including food, rent, Wi-Fi,
Yep.
recharge, everything.
Right.
We
Right.
can say 600 to 750. It is like
Yep.
good
Yep.
range.
Right.
Yeah. And like, have you done any part time which helped this amount, or what was it? Like you managed on
Initial
your from saving, or like you did part time?
Initially, I didn't do any part times. Later days, I did sort of a part time. Um, so part time I was doing in one local store. Uh, it was paying me 11 euros per hour
Per hour.
something. The basic wage rule we have here in Ireland, right? So and I did like max 20 hours to 25 hours per week, which was going me around 200 euros. Let's just consider that 200 euros, and 200 if I take a monthly, it will be like 800 euros. So expenses will be covered into a part-time job.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that means you have done part time whole 12 months, or like you have done few months and you have left few
few
months,
months, few
something.
months, few months.
Few months
Initially,
you
I
have
didn't
done.
do actually. Later days I did. When I was doing a master's thesis, the third semester. Um, why I did at that time, it was just like only thesis we have to complete, and
Yeah, yeah, we have a
I
good
was
amount
having
of
a
time.
plenty of time. That's why I opted to go to a part time. That's why.
So as we are discussing about part time, I want to explain bit about, if possible, and if you can, if you don't want, we can skip this one. So if possible, can you explain about what was your part time and what was your expected to do there?
So it was uh, not a grocery store. So here in Ireland, there are shops like Centra or something, Centra, Spar.
Yeah,
We have common groceries to buy,
yeah,
and like that, I had one shop here in this news agent. So it
mm.
has a franchisee which sells the newspapers in the morning.
Okay,
Okay, so that's the main purpose of that shop. Okay,
mm.
but with the newspaper, they used to sell drinks, not the liquors, only like soft drinks, water, croissant,
Mm.
coffee, confectionaries, chocolates, and everything. This kind of shop was there. So I was handling the what you can say, the till um, cashier, we say, right?
Yeah, yeah, cashier.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing there. Nothing else. Yeah.
Okay, there's one add-on question related to it
Hmm.
actually. So there is a narrative, or like there is some kind of discussion about this. Is like somebody who is in Ireland or like any abroad country who is doing masters. So when they do part time. So we obviously have to spend like 2 or 4 hours or 6 hours on that particular part time, and you get basically tired, so you have to take a rest, and your half day will go in that particular part,
Hmm.
which will somehow like divert you from your studies, or like your like technical knowledge, understanding and all, like, and sometimes it directly or indirectly affect your job search about full-time job, right? So what do you feel like, if somebody who is thinking they should do part-time or not, what is your opinion on this? Like, they should do part-time and then try studying, or they shouldn't do part-time, just focus on your full-time job or your studies, I will
Right.
basically.
So I'll give my example. Okay.
Yeah,
I came with like bare minimum money here in Ireland.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and I had my loan as well. I
Study.
was having complete my 22 25 lakhs, which is required to complete my masters without doing any part time. Okay, and my main purpose to come in Ireland to get settled quite well as early as possible after
Yeah.
masters. Okay, so I wanted a job right after
Hmm.
masters. Okay, so for that, what I needed, I need to study one. Okay,
Hmm.
I need to prep for the jobs here. The second thing is I have to complete my semesters as well without fail. Okay, and due to all of these scenarios, I felt that doing a part-time job, I may get distracted. Okay,
Okay, yeah,
that's
okay.
why I didn't do a part-time for 2 semesters at all.
Okay. Okay.
That was my first priority.
Correct.
I
Correct.
know
Correct.
my economical condition wasn't that good back in India,
Hmm.
but I have saved my money in order to complete my masters. Okay, that's why I just focused on the what do you say, education first for 2 semesters, and after that I did my part time.
So what you're saying is, even though there were some financial issues like you were facing,
Hmm.
you give more priority to studies and
Yep.
full-time job opportunities because you thought this is the time to study, like
Right.
not get distracted. And in first and second semester, you studied and you like did all your things, and you managed somehow like expenses. And third
Hmm.
semester, you thought it is having now you have time because there is only one
Yeah.
class which is research. So you did part time. So you are saying part time is a thing you should do if you are feeling your part time is not hampering your main
Yep.
studies, right?
Correct.
This is your
Again,
suggestion.
it's a person choice ultimately.
Yeah,
So there
yeah,
are the people who feel that they can clear the exams and everything like that. I know
that
their
is true.
brain's capability is quite high, and
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
feel to earn the money at the time. So
yeah.
certainly they can opt for doing a part time
Yeah,
as well
as
as
you
the
say, it is
masters.
personal choice, but like, yeah, that is personal choice. But if you are
Yeah.
able to focus on your studies and it is not, you feel like your part time is not hampering your studies, there is no problem in doing part time. I'm just
Yep.
saying it shouldn't happen that your part time is causing a lot of damage to your studies because this is a 1 year in which you are learning many things, many new things, and you should give some time to technologies, like new technologies to grasp and all. And once this masters is done, in never in your life nobody is coming to you and saying that learn this. Every time somebody is
Right.
saying that I want this to be done in this much amount of time. Now it is your problem how where you are learning. So this is the
Right.
only year where you are somebody saying you learn this and give exam, right? So I believe
Correct.
this. So thank you very
No
much, Rohan.
problem.
Thank you very much for joining. uh, all the best for your future
Thank
career.
you for
Thank you.
having me. Thank you for having me. First of all, yeah. That's all.
Thank you. Bye bye.